course, thanks, Joshua. Now, as far as our forecast goes, the rain has started to move in a little bit, but at least that fall color has really peaked over the past few weeks. Look at that gorgeous view in the background on our Pipestem live weather cam. A mild day today, too, but don't get used to the temperatures, and unfortunately, these may be the last glimpses we see of some of this good fall color. We've got some strong winds coming in for Halloween, and that could take a lot of that fall foliage down. We're going to get colder, too. So today is actually one of the warmer days we've seen. Temperatures today are, for most, hanging on to the 50s and 60s. Overnight tonight, I don't think we're actually going to see much change in temperature. It's actually one of those nights where you can probably leave the heat turned down or off. You'll have to turn it, though, on eventually once a cold front comes through the area. Today, we've got the warm frontal part of this system that's coming in from the west. We're seeing some rain. Usually with a warm front, you get more of the lighter rain. You don't have the violent, severe weather that you can get with cold fronts. That could be on our doorstep tomorrow. I do think overnight tonight, this widespread rain will kind of taper to more scattered showers through the early part of tomorrow as well. But once we hit those afternoon hours, and unfortunately right through those trick-or-treat times, it looks messy. We could see widespread rain, some thunderstorms in there too, and severe weather is not out of the question. Again, this is all associated with a low pressure system moving into the Appalachian region over the next couple of days. Again, the warm front bringing us some rain now. We get again a little break overnight, and then that front's coming through tomorrow afternoon. Unfortunately too, right through the heat of the day. Tomorrow is going to feel kind of spring-like. That's why that front's going to have energy for those heavier downpours. Behind the front, rapid change in temperature, very cold northwesterly winds, complete change in wind direction, and we're going to get pretty chilly for the first few days of November. So here's the real good takeaways for Halloween. Most of our area for tomorrow is under a slight, that's the yellow, or an enhanced risk, especially along and east of I-77 for severe weather. You don't see this a lot during the fall. This is more of a spring kind of summertime pattern we're almost seeing the next couple of days, and we've got some very heavy rainfall on the way. That's the first threat, the heavy rain. Could have some isolated flooding issues, though overall the rain should be pretty beneficial. We're talking 1 to 2 inches, if not higher amounts, especially in any thunderstorms we get. And unfortunately, heavy rain is not the only threat. With those warmer temperatures, any storms tomorrow could actually be severe. Gusty winds, the main threat number 2, but not out of the question of a lower threat. But not out of the question completely, some hail and even some rotating storms. A brief spin up of a tornado, not completely out of the question. I wouldn't say likely, but it's a non-zero threat, so just remember that. To break this down further for you, let's talk about the timing. Again, we're seeing some rain over the next few hours, again becoming scattered overnight. Look at those mild temperatures hanging with us, 60s really through tomorrow morning. And we're hitting 70s in a lot of places tomorrow afternoon. There's the energy for that frontal system. Once we get past lunchtime, I'm thinking anywhere from around 2 p.m. to roughly 7 p.m., we'll have rounds of thunderstorms and just rounds of rain. Look what happens tomorrow night. Once that front gets through, temperatures plummet to around freezing, and we'll have some flakes around. It's not going to be anything significant with the snow, less than an inch, maybe a few tenths of an inch in most spots, especially at the high elevations. Not enough to warrant any winter headlines, but just look at the cold temperatures into the weekend.